welcome to the N-Scale Union Pacific Railroad Geneva Subdivision. My name is Darrell Cruz, builder, owner, dispatcher, and operator of the railroad. This is a December 2017 update. Featured in this update is a new metro station in Elmhurst, a building backdrop flat using Design Preservation Model's modular wall sections, more work on 2 bridges, and a couple of additional buildings added to the layout. I hope you enjoyed the update, and if you have not yet done so, don't forget to subscribe. Alright, here's one of the things that's been updated since last time. This is the Des Plaines River between Maywood and River Forest. Have the water completed, and took me a couple tries, but I finally got the color right. And if you notice, I also have a little bit of a backdrop to continue the water into the backdrop. Still might try a different exposure on that picture, but as you can see, turned out pretty good. Still have a lot of details to add to the bridge. There's walkways on both sides of the bridge as well as in between the tracks. So we'll need to add all that at some point in time, but this is going to be how it looks for the time being. Here's another area that's been worked on since last update. This is the Rock River Bridge, and as you can see, I've added some water. And there's also a backdrop, photo backdrop extending the river into the distance. There you can see the division between the layout and the photo. Also did some work on the warehouse in Proviso. Had actually completed this warehouse back in Rochelle, but it warped badly. It warped while it was on the layout in Rochelle, and then when we moved, it just warped out of control. So I had to scrap it and start fresh. As you can see, I'm just starting work on this. It is nothing more than foam board glued together in the correct shape. Have to cover it with some plastic brick sheet, painting, and other details. So that's coming along pretty nice. While we're here, we'll watch this train go by. Here's another update from last time, a metro station for Elmhurst. This is the Cotto kit that actually represents the metro station in Schaumburg, Illinois. So it's not an exact replica of the station in Elmhurst. It's a little bit bigger than the one in Elmhurst. But I have it situated the same way with the way the street is going to be laid out and the way the buildings are laid out. The platforms for the station, and then across from the station there's a little pavilion there for coverage for the passengers. The platforms for there are from the kit, and then I use some styrene to construct the platforms extending from each of the main platforms. They're 10 scale feet wide and about 12 inches long. I'm not sure how many scale feet that comes out to be. And again, this is the way the stations are typically laid out. And then I also used Tamiya tape for the safety barrier. So this is the metro station in Elmhurst. Still need to do some weathering on it, and of course put the streets in around it, and some landscaping and things like that, and of course passengers. But definitely it's coming along. Also added a few more buildings. We're just working on some buildings. Most of them are design preservation models. This is one that did a little bit of work on. I also built this new Walthers warehouse building. Really like that building, looks good. Won't serve the railroad, but it'll be a good addition to Wheaton, which is where we are now. And also did some other miscellaneous building. Here's a new building. I think it's a Walthers building right there. And then added working on some design preservation model buildings that are going to go behind the station in Wheaton. Here's another project that's been worked on but still has a ways to go. I used some design preservation models, modular wall system to put a flat here for the backdrop. Still have to blend it in with the scenery, and I'm going to have to add a couple more buildings or do something with the rest of the backdrop here. But we'll definitely be putting some industrial buildings here between Maywood to the east and Proviso, which is here to the west of these buildings. That's it for this update. My next goal is adding roads. Be watching for the new roads update sometime in January. See you next time, and don't forget, have fun running trains.